What's up guys, today is day 14,935 and so far this is how our Minecraft world looks. At this point, as I'm currently making this video, it's actually pretty early in the morning. It's like 5 a.m. and I'm kind of just staying up, I'm just hanging out in my Minecraft world here, just working on some builds and stuff. And I'm not really gonna talk about like a whole lot in this video today. For this early in the morning, it is pretty early, and I'm gonna be working on some more builds later today. So I think I'm just gonna make this like a short little video, short little update, so that way like in the next few days, maybe we'll have a little bit more to show off. But I mean, it's been a while since I made a video, so I'm pretty much gonna be showing off a lot already. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and show off everything we've gotten so far, starting with the builds all the way over here. So pretty much, if you guys have been watching already, you'll know what this is, and we'll get back to this later. I think maybe I'll go back to the other builds to show them off, in case, some people might have missed them. I think maybe I'll do that. But before we do that, as you can see, I've been building a little bit in this area. I've actually been working on some new bridge designs, and, gotta give it a minute, it kind of lags sometimes, but yeah. I'm working on like a new bridge design. I kind of want to like make a entrance for this build over here, which is a castle slash like palace that we're working on, and it's not really complete yet, but I think I'm like 50% done with it. I think I have like sort of an idea of how I want it to look, and it's kind of hard to see a little bit because the sunlight is kind of not shining in the direction of the facade at this current moment. But if I move kind of out of the sun's like direction, kind of get behind this, you can kind of make out the details a little bit. And so yeah, it's pretty much designed like a watchtower. As you can see here, we have like this huge glass dome, not really a glass dome, but like a glass panel, this huge glass window, as you would typically see in like most church designs. And if I stop moving, the bitrate will kind of slow down a little bit so you can actually make out what I've been doing. And it's pretty simple so far. It's pretty much got like these arches right here, followed by some like arches down here, and then I kind of like mix things up a little bit. I used a different color for the base part of the tower. This kind of neck part is made out of netherrack, and it's not really a whole lot to show off right now, but I'll just show off what I have currently. It's just like the basic shape of it. Once the sunlight starts shining from this direction, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, this is pretty much what I come up with so far at this point. And then up here, pretty much the only thing I can probably show off, you can probably be able to see a little bit more clearly, is this upper part right up here. And that's basically just an assortment of like windows and like some detailing with netherrack, fence, and walls. Just give it this cool little like glass panel design, which I think looks pretty nice from the interior, but the interior is still a little bit of work in progress, which I'm going to be doing at some point, maybe later this week if I ever feel like doing it, unless I have like ideas for what to build. And then, finishing up, we have this nice little netherrack roof. So I'm pretty much just using like blackstone and netherrack, not netherrack, but like nether bricks, to like give it like a nice like two color accent from like blackstone, like black and red blackstone, and nether brick, which is a really nice design, I think, which fits like the aesthetic of what I'm trying to go for. So yeah, and yeah, nothing like a whole lot, nothing really complicated going on up here. It's more arches. You have some long arches right here, and it goes in by like one block. And then down here we have like a little bit wider arches, a little bit shorter. And this one's kind of complicated, but I kind of did more arches kind of like up here. But they're kind of like split apart by like some pillars, single block pillars. And then just some plain pillars down there. That's pretty much it. And yeah, I think I'll just basically end it there when it comes to this part of the builds. This little build we're doing, I think that's pretty much almost everything. I have as far as like detailing goes. Like it's not really all that complicated really. It's still a little bit of a work in progress. I'm mostly trying to figure out like how I want the entrance to look basically. I'm still like conceptualizing that. But I kind of have something so far. As you can see, I have like little buttress, kind of like arches going on right there. So maybe I'll do something kind of like complicated, kind of, complex like that. But aside from that, we've already spent like 5 minutes so far looking at that. So I'll spend like another next like 1-2 minutes just like looking at everything else we have done so far. And that is like this Shadow Citadel that we've been working on, based on the Shadowkeep from Shadow of the Erdtree. And so far I think I like how this is turning out. I went and I changed a little bit of the entrance for this. I kind of want to do something a little bit more slim and compact. Nothing too like wide, something that would like take up all this space to, like that, that would like block the Shadow Citadel from being able to see it. So I'm working on that, and here we have like the Shadow Asylum part of it, which is like kind of like a dungeon basically. I think I have like a different idea for what I want to do with this, so I'm probably going to be moving this further away and making it like its own like standalone dungeon probably. Because if I'm going to make this like Shadowkeep inspired, I can probably just like make this like its own thing and have this like as like a unique visual style that kind of stands out from like the rest of the builds. And yeah, so that's that. Nothing much going on with that, still work in progress. Here as you can see we have all the objects and minor, lesser, like smaller builds that we've been working on individually, and some other builds I've been cleaning up. There's still like other builds that are a part of the older complex that we've taken from this area over there. So yeah, I just took them and I brought them over here, and I'm still kind of like cleaning them up because they're mostly like really convoluted, and I copied and pasted like a lot of other assets and like objects and like other structures together to make something new. And if I fly over here, you'll see like I still need like a lot of cleaning up to do, but I've gone this and I've cleaned this up already, and it's starting to look a little bit nicer. You can kind of like make out the detailing and the structures, and yeah, I'm just like carving that out so that way you can actually understand like what we're looking at. And yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. Maybe I might like take that and like reuse like a few elements, like a few architecture from that, and we can like use that for like the citadel or the palace that we've been building. Yeah, I'm just gonna catch my breath real quick. Been explaining a whole lot, but yeah, I'm just gonna fly around over here. As you can see, not a whole lot has changed pretty much. And yeah, I still need to work on the city. I'm still like city planning. I'll probably get back to that at some point once I'm like confident with how I want this to look. But yeah, if I fly over here, you'll see like this is where we started terraforming and started like coming up with some like terrain. And not much has changed over here. As a matter of fact, if I go into the minimap, you'll see like here, like yeah, not a whole lot has changed. I still, like last time I was working on this area, we were like working on like some lava lakes. I had some fun like coming up with this. I probably forgot how to do that, so I might have to like go back and look at some older videos to see like how we like did this. But I'm sure like it's not like too far back, so like I'm pretty confident that like I can go back and I can redo this. I can finish where I left off. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with like how this came out. I was kind of worried that like this would look not like all that good from the top-down perspective. Like it'd look a little bit too complicated. It wouldn't like make any sense. But yeah, the more I come back to it, the more like I really like how it looks. So maybe like once I come back to terraforming, I'm probably gonna go ahead and just like fly around and look at like all the mountains that we've created over here and try like remaking them and like using what like I learned and make something new from that. Try to like relearn the method I used to like making all this, because I think I did like a pretty good job on it. So yeah, it's like one of my out of all the things that we built so far, it's like one of the really cool aspects of the world, which I think I did a pretty good job on. But yeah, maybe I'll teleport over here. Flying pretty slowly right now. And yeah, not a whole lot going on over here. It's getting pretty late, so I'm probably going to wrap up the video right here. And yeah, I'm not sure what else I have to talk about. I think I pretty much covered everything we've gotten done so far. So yeah, I am going to wrap it up here, I think. I'm going to go ahead and get some rest. I'm going to continue building today and maybe later today. Depending on how much work I get done, I'll probably make like another video pretty soon. If not, then yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys liked the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.